Hello, everyone. My name is Cheryl Lidke, and I'm very happy and pleased to welcome you to Family Promise of Central Connecticut's 4th annual State of the Affiliate presentation. I am here along with our past executive director and current bookkeeper, Nina Rodriguez, and our new executive, well, I shouldn't say new, should I, Jessica? She's been with us for quite a few months now. Jessica Sims, our current executive director. And we are very pleased that you are all here ready to dream big with us. So let's kick off our presentation with an opening prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for allowing us to do your work through Family Promise. We are so grateful for all of our supporters who help make this work possible. Please keep our families in your loving arms and guide us as we do our best to help them. In your name we pray. Amen. At this time, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Nina, who's going to speak to us about this past exciting year in Family Promise.
Good afternoon, evening, or morning, or whatever time it is when you end up watching this. My name's Nina Rodriguez, and I'm currently the bookkeeper, but as you know, I was the executive director for the first half of 2022, and I'm pleased to share with you some of the fun facts and great figures that we accomplished in the past year. So we served 33 families in our homelessness prevention program last year. In 2022, we served 120 individuals within the 33 families in our homelessness prevention program, and that is a 118% increase over 2021. We helped 4 families avoid eviction. We had 4 families that were at risk of losing their housing, and we were able to intervene and avoid eviction thanks in part to the 2 grants that we received, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. And since our founding, we have served a total of 146 plus people. And we say plus because we do not include referrals only in this figure. So we've actually served more than this. In the year 2022, we welcomed 12 new business supporters, and we'd like to take a moment to thank them for joining us in our fight against family homelessness. Thank you to AccuTemp, Malibu Fitness, aka Powerhouse Gym in Berlin, Liberty Gold, Andre Holloman of Keller Williams Realty, entrepreneurs Bob Rizzo and Carrie Gagnon, Soulfully Vegan, Vail Sports Club, and Thomaston Bank. Next, we want to acknowledge a new landlord connection that we made in 2022, and that would be Dan Rocano, a local landlord that works with us to house the families we serve. We are so grateful for his partnership. So here are some other fun statistics about 2022. There were 620 donation transactions. We have 679 followers on Facebook. The average donation was $68.76. We were awarded 2 5-figure grants for the first time in our history in a single year. And we had 9,686 website visits. Now here's my favorite random fact, our most popular donor names. So first, we have Susan. Susan is the most popular donor name. There are 22 Susans out there that support Family Promise. Thanks to each and every Susan. And then to the 18 Davids. That David is the most popular male name of our donors. Thank you to the 18 Davids who support us as well. Now let's talk about the money, the donations that we received in 2022. We've got this beautiful, colorful pie, and as you can see, over 1/3 of the donations came from individuals or families. That is a true demonstration of what a grassroots community effort and labor of love Family Promise is. And then also another big slice of pie is foundation grants. And that's due in part to the two grants that we were talking about before, the 5-figure grants. And that is from the Marjorie Moore Foundation, and also from a partnership with Clayton Homes and Family Promise National. Thanks to those two grants, we were able to do a great deal of homelessness prevention and eviction prevention. Thank you so much. Next, I'm going to pass it off to Cheryl, and she will talk to you about the strategic planning that we did last year.
Thanks, Nina. So back in October of 2022, we gathered quite a large group of supporters of Family Promise, and we gathered on a rainy Saturday morning inside a beautiful room at the Hilton Hotel, the DoubleTree in Bristol. And it was this is a fantastic picture. You can see, some of you might recognize some church members. You might see some community members that you know from New Britain. It was a very large group of varying supporters. The leader of our group that day was Nikisha Hendrick, who is the Northeast Regional Director for Family Promise. She came and led us through quite a few different activities that really made us stop and think about our Family Promise affiliate and how things might be changing for us in the future. One of the outcomes of that day was to revise our mission statement. So on the screen, you will see our newest mission statement, which says, fighting homelessness one family at a time by partnering with local community organizations to help families with children remain intact and become self-sufficient. Not only did we revise our mission statement, but we revised our vision statement. Our vision is to empower our community members to obtain a safe and secure home and a more sustainable path forward as a family. Besides those two revisions to our mission and outcome, we also set some goals for ourselves. Our first short-term goal is to continue to provide support for qualified families through our homelessness prevention model, the way we've been operating since the pandemic. Another goal of ours is also to investigate new sources of funding, including grants, government funding, and corporate sponsors. And our last goal for the short term is to increase the day center staff. When Jessica came on board with us in the late spring, she was our sole employee in the day center. So we have been able to increase the staff, and you'll at least see some of their pictures in a little bit. We also made some long-term goals. And one of our long-term goals is to shift the responsibilities of the board from primarily fundraising to investigating needs of the affiliate. And in that same vein, we would like to be able to increase our ability to house some of our families, whether it be temporary housing, like a hotel stay or a short-term stay someplace, and then also think about a static housing site where that might be housing families up to 6 to 9 months at a time. As I said, you were going to meet some of the staff. I'm going to introduce you to our first staff member, Jessica Sims, our executive director. She came to us, I believe, at the end of May. So coming up on her first anniversary, since she entered the program, she has hit the ground running and is doing a fabulous job. I'm going to throw it over to her now so she can introduce the rest of the staff.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, for such a wonderful introduction. Our first Well, the next staff member is the lovely Samantha Arroyo. She's an intern from Goodwin University. She has been such a blessing to our family. She completed her internship so quickly. She had a meeting with some of her professors, and they told her, great job on completing it so quickly. However, she's so committed to the mission and the families that we serve at Family Promise. She continues to be here with us, unpacking boxes, meeting families, making deliveries. Welcome, Samantha. Next is Miss Sola Jordan. She has been such a blessing to FPCCT. You'll learn more about her and why she has been so passionate, so committed, and so driven to our families. And she has been my right arm. But you'll hear a little bit more about her later on in this presentation. This next staff member needs absolutely no introduction. She has held every possible role here at Family Promise. From where I come from, we call her the chief, the cook, and the bottle washer. She does absolutely everything, and she does it in excellence every single time. We introduce to some and represent to others Nina, who is now our remote bookkeeper, but she's done everything. She's been the volunteer, the everything. Hi, Nina. And we're so grateful to welcome Miss Ellie Chafalo. She is our new program coordinator. She will be assuming some of the responsibilities that Nina had as our business manager. Ellie Chafalo comes with a wealth of experience in grant writing and program systems coordination. So she is gearing and ready to take FPCCT to new levels. Welcome, Ellie. Who we are and what we do. This next portion of the presentation is just a short program refresher, reminding us all about what we do and Family Promise's core values, which are hospitality, how we serve, who we serve, and how we interact with each person that we serve. Community, bringing the families we serve, bridging the gaps with the members of the community, the resources, the employers, the medical professionals, bridging gaps and maintaining respect in the community. Innovative. COVID-19 has taught us that we need to be able to move with the changing of the tide. And while the needs of the families remain the same, how we serve those needs has to change. A sneeze and a cough, God bless you, means a lot more in 2023 than it did in 2019. Dynamic. We want to make an impact, not only in the lives of the families that we serve, but in our community on a whole. How we present the families who may have gone through certain traumas or may have had certain pasts, how we represent them to the community has to be powerful, letting the community know that they're changed and they're ready to make a positive change. And we do it all with empathy, with care, and mutual respect. And finally, we empower each of our families to forgive themselves and forgive others, and to embrace the newness of, it's more than housing, the newness of being able to be stable and create a stable legacy for their children. The star of the Family Promise logo is not just cute, it has a meaning. The 5 points of the Family Promise star signify the 5 services we provide here. We provide community, we serve our families through a community-based response, through our congregations, through our local business owners, through prevention. We help families at risk of losing their home. We prevent families from losing their homes through offering rent assistance or through landlord advocacy. We once provided shelter. However, our rotational shelter model has been put on hold until we are able to acquire new resources through congregational support or maybe a static site, as Cheryl referenced earlier. We offer stabilization services for families after they have acquired stable permanent housing. We provide community resources and just advocacy in case management. And we provide the service of a promise. We are committed to each family that is enrolled with us and each member of the community that is connected to us. We promise that we will work with them until they are stably housed and that they can maintain housing, employment services, or whatever they might need. Much like we discussed earlier, our homelessness prevention program addresses families, it addresses the needs of families that are at imminent risk of homelessness and prevent loss of home or current residence. So if a family may have had they have arrears due to loss of income or extenuating circumstances, the homelessness prevention program provides temporary assistance directly to landlords to prevent the family from becoming homeless. And stabilization is for graduated guests and other families that have either left the shelter or are currently experiencing homelessness. We're helping them to transition. We provide community support services, which are groceries, hygiene items, household goods, referrals, furniture, etc., based on whatever resources we have available at that time. And for referral-only services, we provide referrals to members of the community that require assistance getting connected to other service agencies. Some of our families may need mental health services. They may just need help getting connected to 211, who can provide a more long-term solution. And so we can offer that. So they may not need direct services from us. They might just need a hand to connect them to services that will better suit them. In order to do that, we have to recognize trauma-informed and resilience-oriented care. Trauma-informed care is understanding that when they come to us, many times they have exhausted all of their resources, whether it is their own financial resources, whether it's the support of family or other agencies. And when they get to us, they might have gone through a lot. And so we have to meet them where they are. We provide safety. We aim to be transparent and have them to trust us to help them to achieve their own personal goals, their self-identified goals. We provide peer support through the staff here. We collaborate with them rather than try to tell them what their goals should be. We didn't go through what they went through. So we support them where they are. And we give them the voice and them a choice. We don't dictate how long it would take them to become the self that they want to become. And cultural competence. We aim to understand what each family is experiencing, who they are, what their culture is like, and where they come from. And we try to make them feel that they are valued just by being who they are. We realize, recognize, respond, and resist. They're the 4 R's of trauma-informed and resilience-oriented care. We realize that they've gone through something. By the time they get to us, social services agencies don't usually meet people when they're at their best. So we realize that when they get to us, they've been through something. We recognize that some of the ways that we interact might have to be tailored to each family. We try to be very sensitive to what they have shared with us and what we might realize from interactions with them. We have to recognize that some of the things that we do and some of the ways we interact with them might have to be, you have to be sensitive. A trauma response, we have to be aware that they might have some triggers. We try to help them to feel safe when we meet with them for meetings or in the community. And we resist the need to re-traumatize them with telling their story every single time we meet them, taking them to appointments if we have to accompany them and having them share their story. We understand that while our intentions might be good, they might be misinterpreted and they might cause additional unintended harm. I can't wait to introduce you to Soul Marie, to reintroduce to some of you Soul Marie and her lovely family. They are the first dual graduates of Family Promise. They have graduated from our shelter program and then from our homelessness prevention program. I spoke with her a couple of weeks ago to find out if she needed anything, and she said, "Jess, we're okay. I haven't been in contact because I'm working 2 jobs. Everything is okay. We don't need anything." So we congratulate them for independence and for being okay. They're doing wonderful. Next, we want to introduce to you Miss Zola Jordan. She is our new program assistant. She has a great story, and she is going to share with us her journey with Family Promise. Take a look at this video. I think you might enjoy it.
Hi, my name is Zola Jordan. Welcome to my journey with Family Promise. It started off with me being in the shelter, living in New York, to coming to Connecticut because of hardship and I wasn't getting no assistance, to living in the hotel. That's where I met Angie. Angie is the one who inspired me to do better and be a better person. Then she welcomed me to Family Promise, and coming into Family Promise, that's where I met Nina, my lovely lady. If it wasn't for Nina and Miss Angie, who helped me through all my hardship, who helped me through gaining self-respect for myself and doing more for myself, I wouldn't be where I am today behind this desk. Angie and Miss Nina helped me find my house where my kids and I is living now. Thank you to them. And moving from the hotel to my house, it was really a very bad experience, but I got through it and we were very happy getting in our house. From our house, it was a little rough when we got there, but the roller coaster just keep going until we got through it as a family. Thanks to Angie, who was there to always give me a hug when I needed a hug, who was always there to talk me through a lot when I was going through a lot in life. or hop to the dance. This is my family. We came a long way. My name is Zola Jordan. This is my son, Justin. My daughter, Janine. My other son, Jameer Hope. This is
Jabari.
and Jada. We are here to show, let you guys know that we are happy for you all and how much you all did for us in the past 3 years. And I really appreciate it, because coming from a homeless shelter to having our own home and not something that we have to be sharing anymore and going through hunger or suffering or anything like that anymore. Thank you to Family Promise. Thank you to Family Promise and everyone here who inspired me to be better. Now I'm doing my GED, I'm gaining my citizenship, and I'm also doing on the road to doing my social services, where I could be a peer counselor to inspire the families of Family Promise. Thank you very much, you all, and I appreciate you guys for being here and for me and my family always.
Wow. Thank you, Zola. We are so happy for you that you have been able to recognize your dreams and that they are coming true. And now I want to invite everyone who's watching to dream big with Family Promise. I'm going to introduce you to our Board of Trustees. There is my name, Cheryl Lidke, the current president of the Board of Trustees. We have our Vice President, Jay Williams, and if you haven't met him, I hope you get a chance to. He's a very dynamic individual. We have John Wu, who is our newest treasurer. We also have Nicole Williams as our secretary, and you might notice the Williams name twice there. That is because they are a married couple. And our final board member is Donna Jungbauer, who is helping us with fundraising. You are also going to see on this slide some blank lines. The blank lines may be for your name. We are always on the lookout for engaged members to be part of our board, engaged supporters of Family Promise to be part of our board. And this is one of the metrics that they use to measure the health of the affiliates of Family Promise. And I have to say, this is one area that we are lacking in. Our board can hold up to 9 people, and only having 5 makes it a little burdensome on the 5 of us. So we'd love to extend that invitation, and if you're interested, please contact Family Promise. And now I'm going to bounce it back to Jessica, who's going to tell us about some events that have happened and will be happening.
So we want to say thank you to each and every person who was able to support our 5 churches event. We raised over $1,100. We are so grateful to churches and families. Everyone brought someone. Great drinks, great company, and all for a great cause. Now we have our upcoming annual calendar fundraiser, which I'm very excited about. I'm really hoping that maybe I should just buy 30 tickets, because there's some prizes on here that I really, really want. It is our calendar fundraiser. The tickets are $20. There are 30 chances to win. It begins on April 1st. And if you want to make sure that you are entered for that week's drawing. Please have your calendar in by Monday so that you would be entered for the drawing for that week. Scan here, scan, bye. Okay, I'm kidding, guys.
Another opportunity for people to help support Family Promise is the Blooming for Good program. The Stop and Shops in both Berlin and New Britain are offering this beautiful bouquet to people to purchase, and I believe it is $1 of each bouquet that is purchased. This special Blooming for Good bouquet goes directly to Family Promise during April. So please help support us and perhaps buy some flowers. Other events that are coming up in the late spring and summer, we are planning on having another one of our jewelry fundraisers that was very successful for us last year. This is a time when you can clean out your jewelry box. All the broken chains or perhaps missing earrings can be brought to this fundraiser. Not only does Family Promise walk away with some cash in our pockets, but you walk away as well with some cash in your pocket. So look for details. That'll be coming up late spring. Another event that we are hosting this year, again, second year, we're hoping to have our basketball tournament happening. The tentative dates are mid-June that you see on your screen. We definitely are in the planning stages of this event and are looking for corporate sponsorships. So if you have a business or you know someone who has a business that might enjoy not only helping us but getting a little extra publicity and advertising for their business, please remember to reach out to us and let us know. We are very aware, the board is very aware that we have been running Family Promise on the backs of all of our church members, and so we're trying to reach out. I do not play basketball. I love watching basketball, but like I said, we're trying to reach out to other groups of people who might not know about us, and this is one of those events. In the fall, we will be hosting our 8th annual walkathon. I can't believe it's the 8th one already. I remember the first one like it was last year. The Walkaway Family Homelessness fundraiser will be happening at Walnut Hill Park in October. And another event that will be happening right around the corner from our walkathon is the 5K race that we participated with Malibu Fitness, now Powerhouse Gym in Berlin. So please, start thinking about, I'm already starting to think that I need to get myself outside and a little bit more active so I can finish a little faster this coming year. And so at this time, I just want to personally thank everyone for watching and also for all of your support of Family Promise. You can see that we have big dreams. That static site of helping people with housing by having a static site is a long-range dream of ours. We can't get there unless we take care of the day-to-day business of this year. So please consider maybe becoming a board member, maybe finding a corporation that could support us. But again, I want to thank you all personally, and I'm going to pass it over to Jessica for her closing remarks.
Thank you, Cheryl. To everyone, I just want to say that we are not sleeping on our families. We are dreaming with our eyes wide open. And we're looking to see your support and your partnerships and your love and your prayers and your consideration for every person connected to Family Promise, every family that we serve, every bill that we pay. Come dream big with us this year. Thank you again. Thanks for watching. See you next year.